If I had to pick one ick and one ick only about a man, it would be him being born.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, just casual misandry. Nothing new here. Let's move on.
I got it. You're fine.
Instant karma. Gotta appreciate it. Mans was about that life. 100%. My man, or my monkey, my dude, my ape, W dad. Don't care what the species is, W dad. Ooh, give her the ring, bro. She deserved that ring, dude.
Dr. Dre got a divorce. His ex-wife requested $2 million a month in spousal support, and here's how she spent it. $900,000 a month in entertainment, cell phone, and email. $20,000 a month. Laundry and cleaning. $10,000 a month. $125,000 a month in charitable contributions. $100,000 a month for a mortgage payment, education, and living expenses. $60,000. $135,000 a month in just clothing.
Huh? Bro, what? Holy. 2 mil? I don't know about you guys, but that does not seem very equal to me. Was she out here creating rap albums? Did she create Beats by Dre? I just don't understand. Where are all the womanists with the equality protests? This is unfair, bro.
The experiences that you have at that point is just, you know, a little bit too.
Oh, so women 35 and over are too much. Too much for you, huh? Is it that by 35 I learned my worth? Is it that by 35 I didn't need an insecure man to validate my beauty anymore? Is it that by 35 I achieved the kind of self-sufficiency and independence that an undeserving man would only take away from? Is it that by 35 I learned what the markers of lying, cheating, manipulation, and narcissism looked like? Is it that by 35 I got an incurable STI from a man that didn't respect me enough to be honest with me? Is it that by 35 I had already endured a miscarriage, divorce, and learned what processing pain looks like?
No. Stress, pressure, and experiences are built for shoulders, not hips. Men want a woman without a past. Women want a man with a future. This is why, generally speaking, a 20-year-old woman will be more attractive than the 30-year-old woman, because the younger woman will generally have less experiences than older women. So of course there are some 20-year-old women with a lot of experiences, but generally speaking, 30 to 35-year-old women will have had significantly more experiences than their counterpart.
Hi, sorry to bother you. Are you single? Oh, okay. I'm gonna take this chair, thank you.
I got broken up with because I posted this video on my story. Okay, broken up with is dramatic, as I was only talking to him for 3 weeks and we went on 1 date. But after I posted that story, he was so annoyed with me. Now, some of you may be as confused as me because this is literally my best friend of 6 years. He's like my brother at this point, and I would never even look at him a certain way. But this guy was serious, and he was not letting up on this boundary that he had placed. So the only thing I could do was respect it. I explained to him what the situation was, that it was not like that, but he wasn't hearing it. So he cut me off. So now I'm just sitting here like, damn, was it really that deep?
Dudes know what dudes are about, okay? Every single man knows he's not just friends with her. The mindset of these dudes. First I'm just gonna sneak my way in. I'll be her friend. And then when I get that special moment, she will finally realize that I've been the one this entire time. And I get her. She's mine. She'll realize I've been the one this entire time. Becky, please.
Simp, get simping out of here. Get him out of here. Get that simping out of here. I said get that simping out of here. You hear me? Get him out of here.
If you start contacting her, blowing her phone up, or watching her stories, or phoning her mom, and doing all of these things that are emotional actions, she's naturally going to be less attracted to you. And you're going to push her further and further and further and further away until she lands on something you don't want her to land on. And that's the dude down the street, right?
Shout out to Justin Waller. That's his clip.
You're very beautiful. What's your sign? What's your sign?
ruthless, unapologetic, brutal, humbling, easy.
You mentioned your body count. Do you want to reveal that really quick right now?
I'm gonna be honest, I stopped counting at 254. So it's definitely above that.
Haram! Wait, 254?
254 is where I stopped counting.
What, and at what point, so was that 2 years ago? When did you stop counting?
That was last year in the summer is when I stopped counting.
254.
254, yes.
When did you, at what age did you lose your?
Am I allowed to say that? Because
Is it young?
I mean, I was not 18. I was in high school. I'll say that.
Okay.
That's a big yikes, my guy. That's a big yikes, my guy. The fact that she's saying that with such a straight face, you can see the empty eyes, bro. Nothing there. The most misled women in history, as far as we know. Yeah, yikes. Yeah, yikes.
Would you mind writing something on this card?
What the hell you got now?
Roses are red. I'm blocking your calls. It can't be my kid. I think it's Jamal's.
How long you been knowing this girl?
3 days.
You done screwed somebody in 3 days.
Took me about 5 seconds.
You got to go, leave me alone.
Do you have time to talk for a second? I'm just feeling really lonely lately, like nobody likes me.
Horrible. Terrible. Atrocious. In this next clip, they're supposed to guess who makes the most money.
Do you like to talk? Do you talk a lot?
I listen more than I speak.
You listen more than you speak. Okay, you're a therapist.
And how do you feel about that?
Exactly.
I think you look like an Uber driver. It's just the way he is. He's very active.
What do you like to do for fun?
Helicopter flying lessons, hanging out with friends, doing adventures, traveling, stuff like that.
I'm gonna guess 180.
I think as a therapist, you are making $115,000.
I think you make 40 as an Uber driver.
We have $0.
You make zero.
For now.
Period.
And then we go all the way up to 2 mil.
My man still needs to get his physique and style on point, but good job with the income, bro. Keep it up. That's one of the main things about being a man, is that you cannot only have one of these valuable things. You have to have several different things. It's the best and worst part about being a man, is that there are so many different things that make us attractive. Style, money, game, masculinity, physique, charm, funny, tons of them. And it's your job to maximize as many of these as possible.
Can we help real quick? So you're not going out? Y'all show me this? What the f? Okay, I need y'all help for real.
It's obvious. All of these dudes are womanists. They just see an empowered, independent boss babe. Why would they help?